everyone, my name is Carol Pang, and I'm very excited that Kitab's Best Asian Crime Stories 2020 will be launching at the Singapore Writers Festival. My story, Pencils and Poetry, will be one of the stories that is published in the anthology. The story features Joy Chang, a 30-something-year-old woman living in London and working as a fraud investigator. One Christmas, she bumps into a former colleague and ex-lover, the brilliant and mysterious Perry Joko. When Perry's body is found a few weeks later, in a suitcase, Joy is drawn into an investigation of his murder. The investigation takes Joy more than 6,000 miles away to Malaysia and more than 30 years back into Perry's past in Sarawak. Finally, I'm looking forward to the festival and engaging with fellow book lovers. Hope to see you there. Bye!
Hi, I'm Priya Sood from India. I've lived in many places: Delhi, Bengaluru, Mumbai, Singapore, and Toronto. I was a banker, and somehow spending all the time with numbers just didn't quite add up. I made a career change. Now I'm a community manager, and for me, making connections and communications makes much more sense. My story, Dreadful Droplets, is about a young girl returning late from work one day when she's attacked with acid. It's a heinous crime. It leaves her in excruciating pain. This is her story of recovery, realization, and confrontation. With a scarred face, she faces her perpetrator. It goes to show that one can scar the skin, but never the spirit. The Best Asian Crime Fiction 2020 is going to be a compelling compilation of stories. It will take you across the continent and send a chill down your spine. I hope you enjoy reading the stories just as much as I enjoyed writing my story.
Hi, my name is Timothy Yam, and I'm honored to be in the Best Asian Crime Stories anthology. My story is entitled A Confession to Make. What led me to write this story was I come from an infamously low crime country, Singapore, and as the country is always keen to remind us, low crime does not mean no crime. So this made me think to myself, what kind of crimes or what kind of sins could be taking place under this seemingly polished and placid surface? This is what led me to write this story about a crime that may not even be a crime, and I hope you enjoy reading it as much as I enjoyed writing it. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Ee Leen, or Ee Leen Lee. I wrote the short story in the Asian crime collection. It's called Pillow Bear Cabin. It's set in Sabah. It's a little different from what I've usually written, in that it's what you could call climate science fiction. It takes place in a near future, perhaps tomorrow, perhaps another 10 or 20 years, and it's about a murder that takes place in a cavern within the limestone mountains in Sarawak National Park. And the cavern is used for a very strange but sensible purpose of conserving the last polar bears in existence on planet Earth. So I hope you enjoy the story. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Abhaingar. I'm a poet and author from New Delhi, India. Many thanks to Zafaran Jum and Richard Lord for including my story Stuffed Mouths in the forthcoming anthology, The Best Asian Crime Fiction. The story Stuffed Mouths is set in Bangkok, Thailand and has an Indian female private detective. Stuffed Mouths highlights the repercussions an individual's traumatized childhood can have on the rest of society in the future. Do read my story in this anthology and let me know your views. Many thanks.
Hello, my name is Wendy Jones Nakanishi. Under my pen name of Leo Hara, I have published 3 crime fiction novels set in Japan. I am addressing you from England, where I've moved after living and working in Japan for 36 years. I'm delighted to be included in this anthology of Asian crime fiction short stories. My story is entitled Cold Comforts. Its protagonist is a young American woman named Susan Price. She works at a small university in rural Western Japan. There are twists and turns in this story. Several characters meet grisly ends. But in fact, Cold Comforts, like my 3 crime fiction novels also set in Japan, is as much a sociological analysis of Japan and its customs and traditions as it is a murder mystery. I hope you'll read it and enjoy it. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Damien Biswas. I'm the author of the crime novel You Beneath Your Skin. My story in the Best Crime Stories anthology is No One Can See Me. It is set in the Singapore aquarium, and I had gone there with some friends from outside of Singapore to show them around, and we were watching the dolphin show. And I thought, what if there was a crime here? If somebody attempted a murder here with the dolphins watching, what would that be like? And that's where the story came from.
Hello there. I'm Radni Kanthuk from Pune, India, and I'm the author of Where There's a Will. Now, this anthology is doubly special for me. First, as a reader, because I love reading crime fiction, and I really can't wait to get my hands on all of these stories featured in here. And second, as a writer, because this work, Where There's a Will, is my first ever attempt at crime fiction. It's a murder mystery which starts off when a renowned businessman is found murdered in his own room. Now, our protagonist, Inspector Vora, finds that each of the suspects has a different theory to offer for the very same murder. Are they telling him the truth? Are they hiding something? Or are they just plain simple mistaken? Or are they trying to mislead him? I hope you read on to find out.
Hi, I'm Shweta Sadanandan from Bengaluru, India. I'm the author of the story Squad Aboard in the Best Asian Crime Stories Anthology 2020. The story is narrated from the perspective of an unnamed narrator who is part of an ultra-feminist team led by a powerful woman named Stree, set in a futuristic world. Feminism is generally misunderstood to be a movement against men and is rarely acknowledged as a fight against patriarchy, which benefits all genders, races, and other segments of society facing oppression. So I thought it would be fun to write about a twisted empowerment movement where women take revenge for the violence committed against them since centuries. Hope you have fun reading my story.
The name's Malden, Steve Malden. Well, actually it's Stephen Malden, but you can't call yourself that in my line of work. I'm an expat, ex-victim on the sea, constabulary, and currently a private investigator. Over the hill and over at the arse end of the universe. Thank you so much. Well, actually, the name's Martin Bradley. I'm a writer, and I created this character a little while ago now as a pastiche of all those crime novels and crime films and the crime TV series. And, well, I'm a bit quirky, so my character is a bit quirky, and my writing is a bit quirky. And I thank Kitab for the opportunity to bring Steve Malden to you all.